It's a new year, so we're excited about the opportunity to compete. About as close as we came to regular in a little while. So, I'm excited about this team. Still learning, still growing. Just like every other team, we've had our ups and downs, injuries, and so on and so forth. Guys, new faces, trying to gel, trying to connect. But we've had some moments early on where we're taking steps and and I think that we're going to be a Texas State basketball team if we continue in the direction that we're headed in.
Coach, you're off to a 7-2 start on the year. You've got a big, a couple of big non-conference games still left. A really big one with Houston to close out your non-conference slate. How do you think that the tough non-conference has prepared you for Sun Belt Conference play here at the end of the month?
Well, certainly that's the goal. They don't call it the Fun Belt. They call it the Fun Belt for a reason, I should say. It's a very competitive conference, well coached, super talented league. So we try to do our best to find good, attractive, competitive games that's going to help us prepare. Some of those games may mirror some teams in our conference, and we think that if we're able to get exposed in some of those games, and we can, patch up the holes before we get to conference play, we like our chances. So I think so far this has been a super competitive non-conference schedule for us, and our guys are responding. And we've had moments in each of our games, even the two that we lost, where we've done some good things, and we're able to identify where things didn't go our way and why they didn't go our way.
Coach, you've got a pretty veteran group. You returned 4 of your 5 starters from last year. I believe 3 of those guys were on the preseason All Sun Belt teams. How does that influence your expectation as we head into conference play?
Well, actually, we want those guys to be one day better. And if we can get veterans to be one day better in all aspects, leaders, communicators, players, and just guys that represent the program themselves and their families well, then I think you're taking steps. It's good to have guys that understand that this is passion and it's not personal. Kind of help raise these young guys up, guys that are coaches on the floor. So it's a blessing. You take your lumps early, and then as they get older, they're able to help you develop a program and get it headed in the right direction.
Coach, how do you assess the state of Sun Belt men's basketball this year? Obviously, seen some quality wins out there in non-conference and getting set for conference play at the end of the month.
Yeah, I'll say this. This is very much so, in my opinion, a very underrated conference. When it comes down to it, you can just tell about the difficulty that we have in scheduling, with anybody outside of the conference. So it's well coached. That's been documented. And I think that the players in the league speak for themselves. You got household names in this league, and these guys are ready to compete on any night. So, I think that this Sun Belt Conference is just scratching the surface of what it's going to be in the next 5 years.
Coach, what are your thoughts on Pensacola? You're obviously there last year as a site of the Sun Belt basketball tournament. What does having a neutral site like that mean for your players, your fans, and your program?
Yeah, I think it's great. There's no competitive advantage when it comes down to that. Everyone has to travel. And I think that Pensacola is thirsty for an opportunity to see good basketball. I thought it was ran really nice. And we're excited about being there. Our guys don't get a chance to touch Florida very much, so any chance they get to see some type of beach is good. So it was pretty cool.